Hello, students. In today's lecture, we are going to see William Butler Yeats, The Second Coming. And now, let me give you a brief introduction on Yeats. William Butler Yeats was one of the greatest English language poets of the 20th century and received a Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. And his early life. William Butler Yeats was born in Dublin, Ireland, and he spent much of his years in London, where his father was studying art but frequently returned to Ireland as well. And Yeats pursued his own interest in art as a student at the Metropolitan School of Art in Dublin. And following the publication of his poems in the Dublin University Review, he soon abandoned art school for other pursuits. After returning to London, Yeats met Oscar Wilde, Lionel Johnson, and Bernard Shaw, and he also became acquainted with Maud Gonne, a supporter of Irish independence. This revolutionary woman, Maud Gonne, served as actually a muse for Yeats for years. He even proposed marriage to her several times, but she turned him down. He dedicated his drama, The Countess Kathleen, to Morgan. In addition to his poetry, Yeats devoted significant energy to writing plays. The celebrated writer then became a political figure in the new Irish Free State. And coming to the historical background or the context of this particular poem, The Second Coming, this poem was written in 1919. Second Coming was written in the year 1919, and this was first published in an American magazine named The Dial in 1920, in the aftermath of the First World War and the beginning of Irish War of Independence, which followed the Easter Ring. Yeats believed that Ireland should be free from the oppression of British rule, and he thought that the Irish were justified in rising up against their rulers. So this poem was written by Yeats when he was puzzled by violence and other chaos, and he politically predicted the rise of a rough beast that manifested as chaos and upheaval in the form of Nazism and fascism, which brought Europe to its knees. Yes, sir. And AIDS had lived through tough times. That is, World War One had seen unprecedented slaughter, and several Irish nationalists had been executed in the struggle for freedom. The Russian Revolution had caused upheaval. His poems seems to suggest that world affairs and spirituality must undergo transformation from time to time. And this poem, The Second Coming, is one of Yeats' most famous poems, written in 1919. It is soon after the end of World War One. And this poem particularly describes a deeply mysterious and powerful alternative to the Christian idea of the Second Coming. That is, Jesus prophesied is written to the earth as a savior, announcing the kingdom of heaven. The poem's first stanza describes a world of chaos, confusion, and pain. The second, longest stanza, imagines the speaker like receiving a vision of the future. But this vision replaces Jesus' heroic return with what seems to be the arrival of a grotesque beast, and with its distinct imagery and vivid description of society's collapse. And next, and this poem is the most vivid record of momentary prophetic insight that Yeats left us. This terrifying poem prophesies